Uh, Good evening, all of you. And this is our second seminar conducted by the Zonal Office Gampaha. And last Wednesday, we started our first seminar done by my friend Anil Manage. And today, I hope to do three areas. I want to cover three areas. That mean operating system, word processing software, and presentation. Before that, I would like to, because there are still joining the students, so I will take a few minutes. So I will tell first myself. I am from Takshila College and IC teacher. So we are conducting these days Sinhala and English both seminars. So this is already we have done I think more than 5 seminars for Sinhala medium, as there are majority of the students are from Sinhala medium. And this is our second seminar for English medium. And we hope to conduct these for several weeks until your O level in March. We don't know the exact day. Anyway, we hope that it will be in March. So uh, I would like to show you some question on these areas. These are the questions from those areas. Here you can see these questions. So I hope to yes, you can see these questions, and while I am doing this lesson, I hope to explain these questions, and you can see these 2016 paper. I selected first as 2016 paper because this is the year that our new syllabus started, and the 2018 paper and the 2019 paper, I have selected all the questions from those areas. Actually, the area that I am going to cover, you get more than 10 questions on. That means in every year you will get 10 or more than 10 questions, and you can collect because there are both second paper and the first paper, so you can gather more than 15 marks from those areas. So that's why this not so difficult area, and this is very especially you can get the marks, not just like I know that most of the students are uh, difficult in programming areas. So this area is not like that. All the student very easily can understand. My lesson is I need not, very rarely I have to use this board, and I have to do everything with my PC. So I hope to join PC and do my lesson. Uh, I waited here because there are some students are joining still. Anyway, now it is 7 past, so I have to start my lesson. First, I thought to do operating system. Okay, let's see operating system lesson. Uh, Here, before that, I want to give you some ideas of this uh, taking the textbook. Actually, I am not going to do the textbook, but I want to give some ideas on textbook. Yes, here is the operating system, the lesson operating system, and your first here. Here you have to remember these areas. You know that how to start a computer. That means that is we call as boot up a computer. How to boot up a computer. So you have to remember these few steps, just like waking up BIOS. When we switch on a computer, we just wake up the BIOS, right? So before that, I would like to give you what is fully computer system. Actually, what is computer system? Fully computer system, we can divide. Here it is divided as software, and here software has divided into two as system software and application software. In first lesson, here it is mentioned as hardware, software, liveware, and firmware. Actually, here is no liveware. That means the user. So in that way, we can divide the full computer system into four as uh, hardware, software, firmware, and liveware. I know that most of the students are no any doubt of what is hardware and what is software. All the students have a clear understanding of hardware is a tangible components connected with the computer. That means it can be internal hardware or external hardware, just like external hardware, mouse, keyboard, and so on. And the internal hardware is motherboard, RAM, VGA, just like so on. Anyway, all are we categorized as hardware. And the software, that is actually the program run in this computer. And the firmware, that is what a little bit doubt of you. And the liveware, of course, we know that he is the user of the computer. And firmware, actually firmware is normally we consider it as the ROM in a computer system as firmware. Firmware means uh, it is combination of software and hardware. It is a combination of software and hardware, or a software embedded into a hardware. That is we call as ROM. So this ROM is very important, because we know that this ROM is on motherboard, very small chip on motherboard. There are some instructions to boot up a computer. So this is permanent or not the volatile memory. Here is actually a memory. This memory, in this memory, there are some codes or the instructions to boot up a computer. So when we consider booting up a computer, first wake up the BIOS. Then the second step is post test, power on self test we call as. So in this power on self test or the post test, the computer checks whether all the hardware parts are correct, work correctly or perform correctly. So that is what post test do. Then the next special thing that the computer do is to load the operating system into RAM. So you know that here are these are the step that how to boot up a computer. Now in 2018 paper, you get this question as what is the first program run in a computer. It is in 2018 question, which of the following is the first activated when a computer is switched on? Actually, I will show you that questions also here. I will get those. Here are those questions I have made that while I am doing this, I point out those questions even. Uh, Yes, here is 2018 paper. This is what I mentioned here. Which of the following is first activated when a computer is switched on? Basic input output system, dispatching tool, operating system, task manager. So we will pay our attention for all these areas. What is this task manager? What are the operating system? Everything. Now I want to point out the areas how the questions are in the O-level papers. So I will go to the book again. Okay. So here, then next one is uh, the software. Now we know that what is hardware, and we can divide all these hardware into three groups as input devices, output devices, and storing devices. You know all these. And the software we can divide it into two as system software and application software. Uh, in here, this operating system software included all these three: operating system, utility software, and language translators. Actually, what is this utilities? Of course, you know these operating systems. If there is a question to write the names of some operating systems, and there are some operating systems here, it is as we have to purchase some operating systems, and also there are some FOSS, we call FOSS as FOSS mean free and open source software. Uh, Here are those. Yes, here are the operating system. Those operating system, the name of this lesson is also operating system. So this Microsoft operating system, all are we have to purchase, that we have to pay and buy these. Of course, we are not using, not paying and using those anyway. These operating systems we have to buy, right? And the Apple OS also, that is we call as Mac operating system, that means Macintosh, that is also payable. And the Ubuntu and Android are the free and open source, free we can use, and Hantana Linux also the same. Once I can remember that there was a question, what is the operating system that introduced by our that mean Department of Examination, Department of Education as Isuru Linux. So you have to remember that also. The Isuru Linux is from our Department Education. And here are some types of operating system. So here there should be question like this. So remember these questions. That means you have to write sometimes the names of some operating systems. So you have to remember these operating system, and Ubuntu is the Ubuntu is the operating system that we can use very free, and no any disturbances as the sometimes Windows and Android also we can use in our mobile devices, just like laptop, tabs, and smartphones, so on, and Hantana Linux, the Linux operating system that we created. Okay, then here we have types of operating systems. And one thing I forgot to tell you, that what are these utility software? Actually, what are the utility software? So here we need clear understand of this area. Software divided into two as system software. So here are these system software as operating system, utility software, and language translator. And the application software, of course, we know that there are some application software that we use in our syllabus. We have application software just like word processing and the Excel database for access, and there are some games also here. And what are the differences between these utility software and application software? Yes, you need this understanding. In utility software, a user cannot do some work, right? That is for the sake of a computer. I think you can understand what I mean. Utility software means to continue the good performance of the computer. The utility software helps to continue the good performance of a computer. Just like what? Now here, the smooth functioning of a computer lose when there is a virus, right? Then we can get help from the antivirus software. That antivirus software help to keep the smooth functioning of a computer when a virus invade our computer, right? Then those are the some examples are just like this defragmentation and the disk formatting, disk cleanup. These are the some utilities that we can run to have a good performance of our computer. When there is a when we run this cleanup, you know that we sometime in your smartphone also you run these softwares as software it runs, but here we have that utility software in with the operating system. And so I think it is clear now. Utility software is to keep the smooth functioning of a computer. These are the software that helps to keep the smooth functioning of a computer. Then the language translator, these language translators help to translate the high level languages into low level language or the machine language. These assembler, compiler and interpreter helps at that time. And here we have the application software. Now we know those application software, a user can use application software. Then there is a here in 2016 paper you got the same diagram. You have to fill up here. Here is a software. Then here there was a X mark, and you have to mention what is denoted by X here. When we go to the question, you can see that. So you have to get some idea of this diagram or this picture. So here is the user, and there are two ends just like hardware, and the next end is the user. In between user and the hardware you have the software just like application software and system software. Of course, this without a system software we cannot run a hardware that we bought from a shop. Actually we buy some computer mean we buying a assembled hardware. So we call that as a computer. Only with the hardware, no one can work in that computer without these system software. So the system software make the relationship between this user and the hardware. Here are the hardware, here is the user, and user helpless without these system software. So system software is the one who helps to work in this hardware or the assembled hardware. So that is we call as computer. And the utility software here I explained already, and a language translator, that is also I explain you. Actually language translators, here we need language translators. You know that high level programming languages, when we convert those high level programming languages, there are some human words or the English words in those languages. So those words in English words cannot understand the computer. So we have to translate all these English words. Just like as example, if I say that, our programming language is Pascal. In Pascal, there are some words familiar us to just like begin, end, so on. Yes, there are questions. You can ask the questions. This diagram, actually good question. Someone asked me, so why language translators did not enter to that diagram? Yes, actually in this diagram here are the operating system, and these all into this category. You can see this here. Here you see we divide the software into two as system software and application software. Mainly we categorize the software into two. So the system among under system software we come these utility and language translator and operating system. All these three come under this system software. That is why it does not mention here. Yes, good question. Yes, but we know that system software included all these three. Okay, so system software included all these three mean uh, utility software, operating system, and the language translator. Uh, in 2016 paper, when we discuss the 2016 paper, I will explain it more, okay, because there is a question from this diagram. Okay, then language translator, I think I stopped there. Language translator mean uh, as I mentioned you in Pascal language, there are some English words. Those are very familiar to us, just like begin, end, while, until. But those words for the users, because user very easily can write program when there are those English words. You know that in first generation computers, the coding was done with the 0 and 1. That means with the binary language. When a programmer write the codes with the binary language, he or she should need very good understanding of hardware parts, especially the functioning of processor. How the processor works, the programmer needed very good knowledge of hardware, right? But here, as there are high-level languages, the programmer need not those that knowledge. I think it is clear. Now today programmers need not the knowledge of hardware parts to code or to write the programs. But in the early, that means in first generation computers, the programmer needed that knowledge. So that is because the very friendly for the users. Today we know that the computers are always becoming user friendly. So these computer languages are also happen the same thing. Uh, Here you see here, which are understood by the computer by language translators, assembler, compiler, and interpreter. So here you have to understand only these language translators are for the to translate the high level languages into low level languages. Those English words into low level language mean the binary codes. You know that it is how to do that in uh, I think that lesson is someone, our teacher will do that coding system. According to the coding system, the letter A represent with 1 0 0 0 0 1. In that way, you have to understand how it convert into binary language. Those words convert into binary language with the help of these language translators. I think it is enough for that because we have to cover a large area. So here once there was a question from this also, this diagram also there was a question. So here you have to understand this one end user, the other end hardware. Okay, one end user, the other end hardware. In between you have the operating system here. Then there can be some question like this. Here can be A, B, C, O, X, Y, and here can be some spaces and the blanks. So you have to fill up those blanks. To fill up these blanks, you have to remember. So that is why I mentioned here very easily you can remember one end user, the other end hardware. So this user and hardware have the connection with the operating system. So always the application software are under operating system. There is a question someone asked how utility software helps for the smooth functioning of a computer. Okay, I think that is why I told you that now as example, yes, good question. Now listen everyone, that is a good question. Sir, how utility software helps for the smooth functioning of a computer? This is how it helps. Uh, when now what happened when there is a virus in our computer? Does it work smoothly? No, it won't work smoothly. Sometimes it's stuck. It take long time to upload the system. Sometimes it's take long time to shut down, and sometimes we cannot remove the unnecessary programs. Those are that is not smooth functioning. And as well as sometimes our hardware, that means our storages, just like hard disk may fill up without our knowledge, because that is what the these virus do those things, right? So to prevent that, or to stop that, or to remove that, it comes the antivirus software. Then what happened? The computer function well. That is one example. The other, when your hardware, when your hard disk sometimes fill up with the temporary files and so on, then what happened to your hard disk? The space of the hard disk fill up, right? You know that there are, yes. Yes, actually. I have to manage the time. Otherwise, I have to do only the operating system. So here are the questions, and I will go quickly. I have to do this. And you can ask me the questions if you have personal questions that mean connected with this lesson. I will put up my telephone number, and I am ready to answer that. So I hope to do this a little bit quickly. Okay, then there are some operating system, just like type of operating system: single use operating system, multi-use operating system, multitasking operating system, and real-time operating system. Among these operating system, there can be some example, just like single operating systems. Example for those are the DOS and the Unix. DOS is from the uh, Microsoft company, and the Unix are the open source. Those are the two example for a single-use operating system. And the multi-use operating system. With these multi-use operating system, we have to go to that our second lesson. That means second unit, as there are some computers we divided into four areas, just like supercomputers. And yes, there are some questions. I think if I try to answer all these questions, I am sure that I cannot cover my lesson. So please, dear children, ask me your those questions. Uh, when I put up my WhatsApp number, and you can ask me anytime. I am ready to answer. Okay, so I think I must do this quickly, otherwise I cannot answer the papers. And there are some two more areas I have to cover. Okay, then here very important areas I will explain. Okay, right. Then here multi-use operating systems and the multitasking operating system. You know that there are that operating system can do the tasking, several tasking simultaneously. Now, as example, now I am also doing the several tasks. That means while I am speaking, I can open several softwares here and do those softwares while I am doing this. And if you can open listen while you are listening to a song, you can do some tasks in your words. So those are the multitasking. And the real time is the process at the same time and output. So these are the areas that. And here there are six service of the operating system. The operating system is software which manages. Actually, the service mean the managing of hardware and software by the operating system is called as these services. Okay, the services of an operating system is the managing of hardware and software. Management of hardware and software is called as services of an operating system. So we can divide those two as the managing the hardware for computer and providing user interface. Here this user interface is important because there are some questions in several years from those areas. So in here you have to remember these six process. That means six management. What are those six management? Process management, memory management, device management, file management, security, and network management. So in memory management, actually the functioning of RAM is considered as the memory management. Here process management is always we have a process in when we are opening and work in some software that is also doing according to a process, and every day that process is happen in the same manner. That means when if I want to get a printout from using a Word document, it always, that means whenever I give that command, that process happen in the same manner. That is we call as the process management. And here memory management is the functioning of RAM. We know that when we input some data, it directly goes to RAM, and from RAM sends to cache memory, through cache memory to the CPU, and after process those data and information and get back to the RAM, and RAM can directly output as a screen or the hardware or the soft output, and meanwhile it can store in a hard disk. So this is the functioning of RAM. Actually, you know these areas. Now I am just reminding you. And here device management, you know that there are, when you connect a printer, yes, actually this device management are when we buy a printer, there are some there are some software for that device, and we have to install those. These are we call as drivers, device drivers. So that is what here mentioned. Device management mean a device can be managed by the operating system. That means when you buy a computer, now as example, if I say that Canon 1010 Canon, so in that printer, when we connect it into a computer, it at once it won't work properly, because that functioning of that software is with that device. So we need some type of software to install in our computer. Then the computer knows that what is the functioning of that device. Those are we call as device drivers. And here file management. In file management, you know that there are some, we can create files, we can delete files, we can create folders. Inside folders, we can create several folders, and meanwhile we can arrange these folders, so on. Actually, I will meet these areas again when I discuss the papers. Okay, papers or questions discuss කරනකොට මම ආයෙන්නම් මේවට. Okay, then here we have that file format, just like FAT, 1632 and NTFS. These are with the Windows file system. Here are some Macintosh, Mac OS and Android file system. So those are the, and here you have the sequential access and random access. Sequentially it goes, and here one after the other, sequential access and random access. Randomly we can select some areas. I think this is example is we can get as CD is random accessly we can get the data, and here memory tape, that means the magnetic tape, sequentially we have to access the data. Some example for this. And here security management, we know those areas. And here network management, we know those areas. The time is going very fast. And here command line interface, and these are the two interfaces. Actually these command line interface, you can practically do this in your computer. When you go quickly, I will show you that how to work in this CMD. මං පොඩි වෙලාවක් කරන් කියන්නම් ටක් ගාලා විනාඩියෙන්. Here we can write it as CMD, and this is how you get the command prompt. Here the same images in your book. So here you can give some commands, just like dir command, that is know the computer. And if I say something just like Upulu, someone names, just like AUP, just like it won't. Here Upul is not recognized as internal or external command. That means we have to give all the commands that the computer knows. If I say that just like copy, it knows that copy, then he says this syntax of the command is incorrect, because we have to give some areas to copy it. And here so in this way there are Now if I say that EXIT, it knows the areas. Here you see uh, this command line interface. When we work in command line interface, we have to remember all the commands. So that is what the difficulty of working in command line interface. We know that before introducing the Windows, we work in command line interface, mean the DOS. So here today we have uh, graphical user interface. So here you have to remember these areas in command line interface, just like command prompt, cursor, and these commands in command DOS. Okay, and here GUI, you have the Windows icons, menus, pointer. These are the uh, because of these we call as WIMP. Because of these, it became user friendly. This command line interface became user friendly because of these windows, icons, menus, and pointers. So you can identify these windows. Here are windows. Now I am opening several windows here, and icons, you can identify many icons in your desktop. And menus, when you right click on desktop, you can get menus like this. Here are the menus, and this is what when I move my mouse, the pointer, this is the pointer, and these are the icons. So this is a window, this is a window. Those are the areas that it is easy for me, that mean graphical user interface. And yes, utility program is in here. And then this partitioning and this formatting, this defragmentation, these are the some examples for utility programs. Uh, and here are some activities also you have to do. I think you may have done all this. This is not the time to do these activities actually. Uh, yes, few of these we have to go through. I hope to do few of these when there is according to the time. Time එකට අනුව මම මේ area එකට ආයතනයක් එන්නම්. Now I hope to go to word processing software. Okay. Uh, if there is any question, very important, please ask only. Otherwise, I may have no time to explain everything. Okay, so here you have to remember these shortcut keys. Uh, let's do those in our Word. Okay, there are most of the shortcut keys we can use in Word, the same here. So I will go through those when I open the Word. Okay, here, right, I will open Word. And now uh, operating system lesson I will again take when I explain the questions. Okay, then I go to Word. Here is Word. In this Word, uh, here are the tools that you often get these tools. And I want to give you this idea of these find and replace, and these are the areas that sometimes most of the students don't touch here. And the mail merge is what is mail merging. uh, yes, actually, we can here use this insert menu. We can use for to insert the images, tables, and in table here in table we can uh, merge these columns, right? Adjoining into one cells, because I point out some questions and tell you, so I can very easily merge cells here and uh, here like this. It became one cell. So, and even I can insert here just like this. I can insert some uh, insert column to left. Okay, I will insert column to left. This is a new column I insert. And even I can delete this column. To notice it, I will write something here, so I can delete this column, right? Very easily I can do that like this. Here, delete columns. Yes. So it means that we can insert, when we insert a new table, we can make one cells, adjoining cells, and we can delete cells, we can insert cells, not only the cells, we can even uh, insert these rows. Okay, we can insert even rows above or below, like that we can insert like this. So remember those, when inserting a table, those things we can do, and I will delete the table here, and as well as you can insert here some word art here, uh, and some equations. These are the facilities of this, and symbols. There are many facilities in word processing software. Actually, you always get these tools. So very often in the most of the papers you get from these areas the questions, right? I will point out those areas with the questions, right? Uh, okay, then here mail merge, there is a question from this mail merge. Actually, how to work this mail merge is, if I write here like this, mail merging is a method of sending many letters, one letter for many recipients or the many persons. What is mail merge? Mailing is sending of one letter for many recipients. That is what we call as here. If I write here like that, now if I say that my school want to send some letters for many parents, then I write here like this, address of my school, just like uh, college. I just write only that මං ගොඩක් ඒවා ලියන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. Then here let's think that I will use the address as 2020 and 12 and 30. It is the end of the uh, address here, and here is the sender, this is the sender address, and here is the receiver address. So I can use here all the receivers address here, just like this, select recipients, and use an existing list here. Uh, so I will select my folder. I have already made seminar English here. This is what copy of mail merge is, the address here. This is the address of that, and I can use this here, edit recipients. Okay, let's see those areas. Uh, then here I can see that what is the next address here. Uh, okay, insert field, just like this, first name, insert, and last name, insert, and here some address, insert. So I will show you what are these, and close here. Uh, First name here, uh, and these are the areas that I get here. Uh, Find recipient and preview here. Actually, I have done it in Sinhala. Okay, I will show you that what is there. Here is the yes, here I will open it and show you. Here are two lists as English and Sinhala. Just a moment. Okay, here. This is what I got as the address of the recipient. So this is we call as, there was a question in 2000, yes, 2018. This is the question, right? Consider the following step used in printing invitation to a list of invitees using the mail merge facility. Okay, I will show you that question, right? This is what I got the address here as. So each of these person can get that into this address here. So I can apply all these address like this, and finally I can get here finish merge and get the printout document like this. If it is a hard copy, I can get it as printout. Actually I did here very small area because I have to cover big area here. So this is the method of, only you have to remember that this is the method of sending a letter for many people. And here I will get the question that to point out to that question. This is that question here. Uh, Here are the question. This is that question. Okay. 2018 here. Consider the yes. Consider the, I think you can read it here. Consider the following steps used in printing invitation to a list of invitees using the mail merge facilities of a word processor software. Here, create the invitation letter as. Now I here started creating the letter. This is the letter that actually I just created, and as it is take long time, I did not write here the letter. So this is my master document. This is we call as master document. This is the one letter that I hope to send here the people. Here is Vatsala Pereira, and here are more in this is here are some more, right? Here I got the fifth one as Vatsala Pereira. Here you can see that record here, Vatsala Pereira. If I come back here, you see here Lal Silva. Here is Ruvini Malkanti. These are those names. Ruvini Malkanti is the second one. First one is Nimal Fernando here. This is how we get automatically it prints. Automatically this letter prints changing these names and address. Okay, I think it is clear what is this mail merging facility. Otherwise, I have to cut and paste here those address. So I need not to do that. It automatically take one by one the address and everything change here in the body of the letter. Also, we can do the same thing. Okay, so here this is we call this part is called as data source. This is we call as data source. That data source can be created with the Excel sheet or the access both using that. Okay, you can practice this even. And this is so we call as master document. I think මේ ඇත්තට මේ area එක තමයි ඔයාලා වැඩිය touch කරන්න නැති area එකක්. ඒකයි මම mail merge කියන facility එක පොඩක් explain කරන්න ගත්තේ. Otherwise this word normally you work in work most of the time you work in with this. And here I think it is sufficient. No, it is clear, I think. Okay, then I go here again. This is what we call as find and replace. Okay, I will go to the question here again. Here you see that question. And now can you see these symbols here? Here is a binocular and here is the globe with some chain, and here is ABC and here simple A and capital A. You can identify here those are the those tools. Actually, can you identify this tool? ඔයාලට මේ වගේ tool එකක් මේ tool bar එකේ පේනවද කොහේ හරි? The number 1 tool, that mean the symbol of binocular. Yes, for that we have this magnifier tool. ඒකට අපිට මේ magnifier tool එක තමයි actually now I am using this 2016 word, so you get 2013 word. So in 2013 word you will get this one, right? 2010 up to 13 you will get this for the fine you will get this symbol. Okay, not the magnifier. I think it is clear. Is it okay? මේ 2016 version එකේ තියෙන්නේ magnifier එකක් තමයි මේ find එකට. අපිට තියෙන version එක තමයි 2013. In 2013 ඔයාලා ගන්නට තියෙන්නේ මේ වගේ binocular එකක්. So that is why here they have used as binocular. Okay. So here which of the following tools can be used to find a given term in a word process document? So here we yes ask the question. Of course, tool with the globe is here. That is link. To make a link, when we want to make a link, we have to use that tool, right? but here we don't have to make a link. Here you see, this is what here. This is the link that is we call as hyperlink. We can make a link even to the cloud or even our local computer some place. Okay, මම ඒව දැන් කරන්න ගියොත් අපිට ළමයි ටිකක් වෙලා යනවා. අපේ වමනාව පැත්තකට යනවා. Okay, right, then we know that here it is ABC is the spelling and grammar. So there are some shortcut keys. Even I have to tell you some shortcut keys. So here, okay, actually it is easy when I explain these areas with the, as there is time goes fast. Okay, I will take word questions from the beginning. I think it is better. Okay, here let's go to word question first. Here is the word question. What tool in here a document was created with the word processing software and it was formatted as indicated by the numbers A to 4. Here are that. Then this is the type of question you will get in your O-level paper. So you have to pay attention for these tools much. Okay. So here green, this is a 2016 paper. Then here green IT, what happened to there in green IT? We have to select those tools from A, B, C like that. And yes, question. Of course, I can do that. Papers upload karana. Okay, I will upload those papers. Okay, right then. Here, green IT. Then it what happened there? Here B mean the grow font size. Font එක ලොකු වෙලා තියෙනවා. How can we grow the font? What are the method that we can use to grow a font? Yes, there is another question. Okay, I will do that. Then here අපි එක පොඩ්ඩක් practically චුට්ටක් බලමු. මට හිතෙනවා සමහරක් ළමයින්ට ඒව ටිකක් ඒ areas touch වෙලා නැද්ද කියලා. So here you can see here I can grow font using this font size and at once I can write here number. මට ඕන නම් මෙතන number එකක් ඕන නම් ලියන්නත් පුළුවන්. I click here and if I want to grow this font just like into 45, I just write an enter key. Here you see. Quickly I can do that. Just I click here and using my keyboard I can write any any size. That mean actually any size mean I cannot use 1063 වගේ ගානක් තමයි මට මතක හැටියට. මම ඔන්න ලොකු size එකක් දුන්නා. බලමු. Okay, I will give it here bigger than that. Just I write I give 2000. I ask the word to enlarge this word into 2000 size. බලමු යා මොකද කියන්නේ කියලා. Yes, the number should be between 1 to 1638. මේ අතරත size එකක් විතරයි අපිට enlarge කරලා දෙන්නේ. Okay, so I can write it here just like 100. If I ask 100 to, then this is the size of 100. So I don't go further that. මම ඒක එච්චර දුරට යන්නේ නැහැ. Just I will keep it as 20 size. Okay, 20 font size here. And I can do the same task with this letter, increase font size. Here you see, and I can do with these smaller. Then that is what there is a question. In that question, ask the same thing. Here you can do here A make as a grow font, and I did this using this tool, the same thing. So the answer should be for the first one. First one එකේ answer එතකොට what should be the answer? B and C. I think it is clear because with using B also I can make the font size grow bigger, and C also I can make the font size grow. But I cannot take D because when I use this A, it becomes smaller. That means here you see again, when I want to make these letters enlarge, I use these, and when I want to make it smaller, I use this here. That is why I cannot take it here as C. Okay, I think it is clear. Sorry, D එක ගන්න බැරියයි කියන එක මම හිතන්නේ ඔයාලට now clear. So here in E එක use කරන්න මොනවටද? To make the capital letters into simple and simple letters into capital. That is what here, and we can do the same thing using shift and function key 3. Shift and function key 3 using, we can do the same task. Okay. And there is here then the second question. Yes. In green 90 here, I think it is very clear. You can see that in green 90 second here, when after formatting it had become bold. Okay, the letter had bold. So how do we make it bold? Using H. So for the first number B and C, so the second H, third one here you can see product longevity. Here we can do the same thing here. Now if I use this Takshila College, how can I copy it? I just copy, and I can use Control C, and I here use for the same thing Control V. That is my shortcut key, Control V. Okay, then I select these and use this. Here you see here are some bullets, so I can select many bullets. මෙතන අපිට ඕන බුලට්ස් ඕනනම් අපිට එක එක ඒවා ගන්නත් පුළුවන්. මම මේ කොරෝනා බුලට් එකක් අරගත්ත මගේ වුවමනාවකට නිසා. So you can define bullets, right? If you need, you can define some bullets like this. So there are default bullets are here. මේවා තමයි එතකොට සාමාන්‍යයෙන් තියෙන bullets. If we need any bullets, we can define using here. මෙන්න මෙතෙන්ට ගිහලා ඒක දෙන එක විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. ඒක අපි පස්සේ බලමු මේ වගේ වැඩ. Okay, I will here use this symbol. These are bullets. Okay, if I want to change this bullet as like this, I can select it like this. Okay. So here, if the same thing, yes, what is the question? Of course, very good question. Are there questions from LibreOffice and Word? ඇත්තටම මේ දෙකේම සමාන tools තියෙන්නේ. Okay, so don't afraid the children. Don't bother about the application software. The similar toolbars they get always, because most of the students use this Word. That's why always with the Word. Otherwise, there is no much different with these application software. So don't afraid of that. Okay, so you need to practice what you have. That means most of us actually we over this session at 9 o'clock. ඒක තමයි මම මේ ඉක්මනින් කරගෙන යන්නේ. Okay, then here we have that yes. Okay, then here next one is, the next question is this third one. Now you know that third one is this one is the F. The answer for this is F, and then what is this here? Fourth question, fourth answer. My second paper එක නිසා you will get here 2 marks for this question, right? So here here is source HTTP. So when we format it as italic, what happened to these letters? It has italic. Okay, so we use that italic for I, the letter I. So these are the answers for that. First one B and C, second one H, third one F, and fourth one I. Here's again question. Is C correct for one? First one, C, no. Yes. You have to mention both these. For the first one, you can use B and C both. It means if you have mentioned one, whether it is correct or wrong. Actually, it does not mention in the marking scheme, but you have to answer whatever tools that you can use. But you cannot use here the tools that we cannot use. Then you won't get the marks. Well, නැති tools දැම්මොත් නම් ඔයාලට marks හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ, but at least if you have mentioned here one, you will get at least 1 mark. But here you can use 2, right? In the marking scheme also it has mentioned as 2 B and C. Okay, so that is 2016 paper And here again, which of the following is not a common feature, both word processing and electronic presentation software? Uh, I thought to do this after doing that PowerPoint. Okay, quickly I will go to PowerPoint. Okay, මං හිතන්නේ එතකොට අපිට මේ දෙක compare කරලා when I do the PowerPoint, I can easily compare these two A, simple A and capital A. Yes, someone asked me, sir, A, simple A and capital sign function. Yes, what is the function of simple A and this one? So here you can see that I will do that. Here. Now I want to make this here Takshila College as simple and capital here. When I use this, you see here, I can make this all these letter lowercase. All are the simple. Okay, and I can make all the letters are capital here Takshila College, right? When I use this as uppercase, that is uppercase, lowercase, sentence case, here like this, that means the first letter, and as well as I can make as the O capital each word එක වචනේ first letter එක capital කරගන්නත් පුළුවන්. So that is what here make change case. Okay, at different change cases we can using capital A and simple A. මේ වගේ පොඩි දේවල් නම් ළමයි ටිකක් මේකේ වැඩ කරලා තේරුම් අරගෙන ඉන්න නම් වෙනවා. So you have to practice all these software now, otherwise a little bit difficult for you to answer when you go to answer the word software. Okay, බය වෙන්නේ නැතුව ළමයි මේ වගේ වැඩ කරලා චුට්ටක් ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන්න. When if you want to practice these in this software, I have uploaded some videos in my YouTube channel. I will finally I will end of this session I will give that address of that YouTube channel. So there are videos how to work according to our papers. ඒකෙත් explain කරන්නේ අපේ paper වලට කොහොමද ඕන වෙන්නේ කියලා. Okay, then here next question. Okay. I'm sorry. I thought to compare and teach you these, explain you these two software. So I have to go to PowerPoint. PowerPoint කරලා ඔයාලට මේ දෙක explain කරන්නම්. Then it is easy for me to explain the differences. Okay, right. Okay, I will go here. This is a shortcut keys. Some shortcut keys I have used here. This is areas that you will get the questions from PowerPoint. Okay. Here are the questions. Can you tell me when press Control plus M in designing mode, what happened? If you design mode is, you know that we can design in here. Yes, here when press Control M in designing mode, what happened? Here are the questions. Yes, you can give me the answers. Very good. New slide. Ravindu, very good. Yes, when here is the answer. Yes, insert new slide. When we want to insert a new slide, we use Control plus M. Okay, remember this shortcut because in several years they get the same shortcut. Then next one, I go to next one. When press Control N, you can answer using the chat. When use Control N, what happened, Lamai? Yes. You can answer using your, okay, I don't get them. Yes, there are two answers. Very good, Ravindu. Yes, Ravindu is the one always answering. Very good. Yes, to get the new presentation, when we use Control plus N new presentation, then you can remember that as Control plus N. That means Control N shortcut, Control M for new slide, Control N for new presentation. Okay, here is that answer. Insert a new presentation. Then third question. What is the function of F5 key? What happened when we press F5? Damai, please tell me. You can answer when we use F5 key in designing mode. What happened? Yes, yes. answer? Make new PowerPoint show. Yes, this is the answer. Yes, she is answering as Ananya or someone. Yes, to start the presentation from the beginning. Yes, of course. PowerPoint presentation always start from the beginning if we use F5 function key, right? May ahala තියෙන questions in the past papers. So remember this. Now I have gave you 3 questions. What are those 3? Control M for new slide, Control N for new presentation, F5 for beginning, from the beginning runs the slideshow. Okay, this is the answer for that. To run slides in slideshow mode from the beginning. Okay, that is the answer. Then fourth question, Shift F5, what happened? When we use Shift and F5, what happened? Can you answer someone? I am sure that that is not familiar with most of the students. කවුරු හරි use කරලා තමයි කියන්න වෙන්නේ. Okay. Yes. Then the answer is yes. To run slide from the yes current slide. Very good. Ravind used the again answers. Very good. So shift F5. එතකොට ඊළඟට මතක තියාගන්න when we use shift and F5 it won't run from the beginning but from the current slide. Okay, අපි ඉන්න slide එකේ ඉඳලා තමයි run වෙන්න ගන්නේ when we use shift plus F5. Okay, next one here, this is the answer for that. To run slide in slideshow mode from the selected slide or the current slide where we are, right? In the slide where we are, it start to show the slides. Okay. Then fifth one, what is the function of control P in slideshow mode? Yes. No. No. Start printing from the current slide. No. I mean, and එතන ඔයාලට වැරදිලා තියෙන තැන, what is the function of control P in slideshow mode? මේ මං ඉන්නේ slideshow mode එකේ. Yes, I think there is answer. බලමු. No. I can get like this. Here you see මේ මට ගන්න පුළුවන් මොනවද එතකොට pen tool එක ගන්න පුළුවන්, right? මට okay. Not the print, dear, not the print, not the pause. This is in slideshow mode, not the defining mode. අපි මේ ඉන්නේ මේ අහන්නේ what is the function of control P in slideshow mode එකේ, not in editing mode. අපි edit mode එක ගැන නෙවෙයි මේ අහන්නේ. In slideshow mode එකේ ඉඳන control P when we use pointer. Okay. Then next one. To get pen tool, yes, we get the pen tool there. Sometime it won't work here because I am using some several works here. This is what you can get here. These are the pen tool. To get this pen tool, I can use that shortcut control P. Okay, right. Then in slideshow mode, when press key letter B on keyboard, what happened? Yes, what happened when I press B, letter B? Yes, turn black. Good. Keyboard එකේ B එක press කරාට පස්සේ මේක turn into black. ඇත්තටම I cannot මට මේක වෙනම එකකින් open කරා නම් ඔයාලට ඒක පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්. මම ඒක කරලා පෙන්වන්නම්. Sometimes it won't work now. මේ මම මේ ඉන්නේ කීපයක් අතරත නිසා මේක වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ. Okay, then here next one here screen turn into black. Correct. Then next one in slideshow mode, when press letter W, what happened? Screen turn into white. Screen එක white වෙනවා. මම මේ ටික ඔයාලට පෙන්වන්නම් තව පොඩ්ඩකින්. Then here question number 8. In slideshow mode, when press letter G on keyboard, what happened? When letter G press කරා මොකද වෙන්නේ ළමයි? මේකත් මං හිතන්නේ this command also not very much familiar with the students, but these are the areas that I had asked the questions. Letter G, slide sorter mode. It turns into slide sorter mode. Okay. Then next one. Yes, exit slide sorter mode. What is the keyboard key to exit from the slideshow mode? Yes, escape key. Okay, when I press escape key, I can exit from the slideshow mode. And here, what are the keys that we can use to proceed slide in slideshow mode? Slideshow mode, they get it run to the next one. The keys that we can use are here. Enter key. With the enter key, we can go to next slide, and also down arrow key also I can use to proceed the key to go to next slide. And space bar also I can use, and also letter N. When I use only the letter N, and I can proceed the to go to the next slide. Okay, so all these commands can be used to go to next slide. Then in slideshow mode, when press home key, what happened? Home key එක press කරාම go to the first slide at once. එකපාරටම home key is in your keyboard. Then in slideshow mode, when press N key, it goes to the end last, go to the last slide at once. Okay. Okay, I will do that. Then here in slideshow mode, page up key on keyboard, what happened? Page up key, yes, go to the first slide at once. Page down, go to the last slide at once. So these are the questions that I am now here. මේ තියෙන එතකොට මම දැන් හිටිය වාරට show mode එකේනේ, so here I will show you. Now I will use this F5 key. Here I use the F5 key. Okay, then on the F5 key wording start from the beginning. I told you that when I am in the slideshow mode, if I use G, what happened? Here is G. You see slide sorter mode. මම use කරන්නේ keyboard එකේ keys. Okay. Then here, if I ask you what is the shortcut key for Control P, here you see Control P. This is what I told you, that pen tool. Okay. Then next in slideshow. Okay, I think don't keep I discuss. එතකොට අන්න ඒ විදිහට තමයි slide show mode එකේදී තමයි ඔයාලා කිව්වේ in this designing mode, of course, when I use this control P, it start to print. Okay, that's true. But here I ask you the question, when in slide show mode, what happened? Okay, then those are the most of the areas, and meanwhile you will get question from this layout. Always there were many questions from this, many papers, there were questions from this area, right? මෙන්න මේ layout එකෙන් ගොඩක් questions අහලා තියෙන නිසා, so you have to pay attention for this layout. And at the same time there were some questions from here. මෙන්න මේ පොඩ්ඩෙන් මොනවද, what are these here? Reading mode, slideshow mode, and these are, you have to, this is slide sorter, normal view, and here reading view, and here slideshow. So you will get questions from these four tools. මේ tools හතර ගැනත් පොඩක් අවධානයෙන් ඉන්න. And those are the areas normally get the questions from. Okay, now let's go to the questions again from the paper. Then අපිට ලේසි මං හිතන්නේ paper එකේ. Okay, අපි එහෙනම් start කරමු papers වල තියෙන question එක්කලම දැන් යන්න now, because it is time 8 and 14. Okay, which of the following is direct function carried out as part of memory management in an operating system? Yes, I told you when I was discussing that it is about the functioning of RAM. RAM එකේ function එක කියලා මම ඔයාලට කිව්වා. So here it mentioned as yes, I know that there are some students answering, but I don't go that. I quickly explain that without reading your answers. Okay, no problem, you can answer. Which of the following is the releasing memory when a task is completed? Okay, accessing hard disk, organizing folders, ඒවා මේ අර file management වල තියෙනේවා තමයි මේ managing device, those are okay. So for the third question, first one is the answer. consider the following statement related to the table created using word processing software. That is what I'm show you. මෙන්න මේ answer එක ගැන හිතලා තමයි මම ඔයාලට අර inserting a table and show you some doing some editing and show you. Okay, it is possible to format the text in a table. Of course, we can format the text. Okay, that means we can create color the font and enlarge font, and we get another types of font types, and those are what is that format. Okay, words in the column of a table can be arranged in alphabetical order. Of course, we can do that. We can arrange in that is what sort කරනවා කියලා ළමයි අහලා තිබ්බ question එකක්. I ignore that. That is what here we do. Okay, and here numbers in a column of a table can be added together. Of course, මේ අපිට function ලියන්න පුළුවන් word වල ඒක තමයි මේ අහලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා මේක ගොඩක් ළමයි touch කරන්නේ නැති නිසා මේකට answers දෙකක් they have supplied two answers for this question as question number 9 here as A and B also. If you have marked as A and B, it is also correct. If one has answered all correct as, that is also correct, because we can add numbers using here. In Word also there is a facility to do some functioning of mathematical functions. Okay, remember that also. In Word there is a facility to do some calculations. Then question number 10. Which of the following is not common feature in both word processing and electronic presentation? Now we did some in අපි ඒකට ගොඩක් deep ගියේ නෑ, but here you can identify. Yes, dear. Yes, of course you are answering. Here find and replace option we have both in word processing and PowerPoint both. මං හිතන්නේ ළමයි, do you know what is this find and replace option? Yes, find and replace option mean we can if we say that there is a very big document and there is some place to change in 1,000 places, just like this. Let's say there is a word as Gampaha. I have mentioned that the word Gampaha in 1,000 places, but it should be not Gampaha, Yakkala. Can I do that manually? Select in 1,000 places, delete the Gampaha and replace Yakkala. Delete the Gampaha and replace Yakkala. I have to do that thousands times. Such a big document, can I do that? No. In that case, we can use find and replace option. So I use the word Gampaha for find, and in replace, I use here, here is that option. But here I have used this as images. මම මෙතන මේ use කරලා තියෙන images ඇටියට, ඒ නිසා මම මේකට යන්නේ නැහැ දැන්. Then here in that question you get mail merge is the facility that only have in Word. Which of the following is not a common feature in both? Mail merge is only the facility in Word. Word වල විතරයි මේ mail merge. All the others both you can find and replace, change in the line space, spelling checker. All these we can use in both softwares. Okay, that means Word and PowerPoint both. Which of the following shows the file format? Images file only. There are questions again asked. Yes, you are answering the questions. Yes. Here, which of the following shows the file format of image file only? Here, image file only, you can easily identify here. And now you see here is MP3. We know that MP3, all of you know MP3 is not the image format. And here is also MP3. And here PPTX mean PowerPoint. So here is that RAW, JPG and BMP bitmap. Those are this is the answer. For that, if you don't know all these formats, you can doubtly or you can suspect with the knowing of the others, right? When you know this doc is for Word and PNG is of course image file format. So in that way you can suspect and answer the questions. Okay. Yes. Yes. Good. Shamal, that is a third answer. Yes. Then 27th, what tool in electronic presentation software can be used to change the style? That is what I pointed out a few moments ago. Here that style 1 and here style 2. So all these we can use not the slide design, not the slide sorter, but the layout. Okay, so the answer is for the 23rd, third answer. 28, what tool is electronic presentation software is used to manage how text and images appear when making a presentation using slideshow? Yes, actually this is 28 is we use this. What tool in electronic presentation software is used to manage how the text and images appear. The animation can decide that in which mode the text and the images should appear. So that is what we can use this animation. That means the fourth answer. Okay. And here we did this අපි මේක කරා, and then let's go to this one. මම මෙන්න මේක තමයි ඔයාලට point out කරන්නම්කෝ again when I come here. Here you see this is from the second paper. Consider the given diagram. Give an example each for hardware. Yes, give an example. Here is hardware and you have to write the names of some hardware. Of course, this is very easy question because I at the beginning of this seminar I told you that computer system can be divided into four as hardware, software, liveware, and the firmware. So hardware is external hardware and internal hardware. Anything you can write here, but better if you write keyboard, mouse, printer, so on. You can write as okay. Give an example each for hardware. Yes, there is question. What is the difference between slide design and slide layout? Slide design mean, yes, someone asked me what is the difference between slide design and slide layout. Of course, I will show you that quickly. Here what I have done here, මේ තියෙන මම එතකොට slide design එකක් තමයි මේ අරගෙන මෙතන කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Then slide layout mean මේ තියෙන layouts. Here are the layouts. As I design this, as I have used this design, layout එකටත් ඒ design එක ගිහින් තියෙනවා. Otherwise if I use here now here then මේකේ නෑ ඒක. You see here. Okay, so those are we call as design, right? I think it is clear. Please dear children, you can practice these. මේවා පොඩ්ඩක් practically බලන්න. ඔයාලා ළඟ හැමෝගෙම ළඟම තියෙනවනේ මේ software. As you have installed all these Word and the PowerPoint, so please do this exercise. Okay, practically do these. No, you need not to go deep. Just go through these with your past papers. I know that most of you have the past papers book. So while you are answering those questions, please go to these areas and do the exercise. That means that you do the practical. Okay. පොඩ්ඩක් ඔයාලා මේ answer කරනකොට මේ papers වලට එතෙන්ට ගිහිල්ලා චුට්ටක් බලන්න මේ toolbar එකට පොඩ්ඩක් ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න. Then you will familiar with the toolbar. Okay. So please do that. Then it is very easy for you. Actually, these areas are very easy, not just like programming areas. Then the next question is 2018. When a new printer is connected to a computer, installing a special software is usually required for the proper functioning of the printer. What is the special software called? That is what I mentioned here. Device driver that management එකේ device management වලදී තමයි question එක මම අහුවේ ඔයාලගෙන්. So here we have to use this device driver. Actually these device drivers are, I will explain it again a little bit. When you buy a printer, that printer functioning of that printer does not know my computer. Is it clear? When I buy a printer and when I connect that printer to my computer does not know the functioning of that printer. Okay, so I have to tell my computer the functioning of that printer. So I get a DVD or CD along with my printer when I buy. Okay, when I buy my printer, I will get a CD or DVD. In that CD or DVD, there contain the drivers of that printer. Actually, the drivers mean the software written to certain operating system. ඒ කියන්නේ device drivers කියන්නේ එක එක operating system එකට ලියලා තියෙන programs. Okay, if my computer have the Windows, then that printer may support that. අපි printer එක ගන්නකොට ඒකේ තියෙනවා මොන මොන OS වලට මේ printer එක support කරන්න කියලා. So you have to consider that which operating system that a certain yes, plug and play mean actually plug and play. Very good, Ravindu. He mentioned that plug and play. But plug and play can be applied only for certain devices. මේ plug and play කියන එකට අපිට apply කරන්න පුළුවන් සමහරක් devices වලට විතරයි. දැන් ඒ printer එක plug and play වුණාට ඒකේ that printer works some areas. Okay, ඒකේ හැම එකක්ම වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ plug and play. Now as example, we need not to install a pen drive එකක් install කරන්න, that is plug and play. When I as soon as I insert into a computer, it start to work. Yes, printing, very good. He mentioned that plug and play device printing both sides. Yes, එතකොට ඒ both sides වාගේ අපි printer එක ඒක හැම printers වලට මේ option එක නැහැ. Printing එක දෙපැත්තම එකවරට page එකේ print කරගන්න option එක කරන අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම drivers install කරගන්නම ඕන. He knows that actually good. So here, then let's go. Then here that I mean here the ninth question. Give an example for hardware. So hardware you can write as I earlier mentioned, keyboard, mouse, and so on. Then identify, write down one component represented by X. මෙන්න මේ X ට තියෙන answer එකට අපිට ලියන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට one student had asked me why it does not appear there as the utility. Utility I පෙන්වුවේ නැත්තේ කියලා. So here we can write even the answer as the utility. Okay. Yes, here we can write the best answer is operating system. Meanwhile, we can answer even the operating system also okay, language translate also okay, and utility also okay. But I think the best answer is operating system. X represent. If you have written all these three, you will get as the correct answer. Okay. Because here hardware, here I told you that two ends, and here is application software. Application software always function on operating system. If there is no operating system, we cannot run application software. Okay, without operating system, we cannot install application software. Okay, right. Then let's come to this 2018 paper. When a new printer is connected to but again you get the same question. Here you see we earlier talked this question, and here when a new printer is connected to a computer, installing a special software is usually required for the proper functioning of the printer. What is this special software called? Yes, device driver. Yes, we got that. Yes. Then here next one, which of the following is first activated when the computer is switched on? Yes, very beginning of my lecture I mentioned this as BIOS, that means basic input output system. Normally we don't go to BIOS always. When there is some installing of operating system, such time we can log into BIOS just like pressing at the beginning very first as we switch on the computer by pressing F2 or F8 or some keys like that. But we don't go always. Anyway, the answer for this is basic input output system. At the which of the following is first activated? First activated program in a computer is BIOS. Okay. After that, the operating system. This partitioning tool are the utility software. Okay, all these two, this partitioning and task manager, both are utility. Then this is the okay for the 9th question, first answer. For the 8th question, second answer. 10th one, You can see here, this is 2018 paper 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all are from the area that I am discussing. Okay. Then which of the following can be applied to blank table in a word process document? Yes, coloring cells of the table, merging adjoining cells in the table, inserting cells into the table. That is what I show you doing. Okay. I think same question we got earlier also. So here, coloring cells of the table, we can do that. Merging, of course, we can do that. මම ඒක merge කරලා මට පේනවා inserting cells into table. So the answer is fourth one, ABC. Which of the following tools can be used to find a given term in a word process document? අපි මේක පොඩ්ඩක් කලින් කරා. So මම ඒක explain කරත් ඔයාලට. Okay, so the answer is that 11th one, the binocular, that means find. And here, question number 12. Consider the following steps used in printing invitation to a list of invitees using the mail merge facility of a word processor software. Yes, this is also I explained you. So here, created invitation letter as P for a master document. What I show you the creating of the letter. And here created the save the list of invitees with their addresses. Yes, මම එතකොට ඔයාලට පෙන්වර address list එක that is as the data source. So here remember master document and the data source. Yes, there are some answers. Yes, very good, Shamal. Okay, there are some students, they are correctly answer the questions. Thank you and good. And here question number 16. Which keys in the set, that means enter key, escape key, spacebar, can be used to go to the next slide in the slideshow view of a presentation? That is what I show you. මම ඒක තමයි ඔයාලට අර PowerPoint එකේ දාලම පෙන්වුවේ මේ shortcut keys. So in here 2018 paper, those questions, and there are some more questions from this area. Maybe in your paper the same thing may be. Okay, so remember in PowerPoint actually 1 mark is very valuable for to get when you getting A, B, C like that. So your A may decide with the 1 mark. So the 1 mark also very valuable. So always try to get at least 1 mark. Okay, even points. Which of the following? So here, what is the answer? Yes, some students answering me. Here we can enter key also, we can use the space bar also we can use, but escape key we cannot use. Then we escape here. Enter key, escape key, and bar, all the three. So here escape, so we cannot take. In all these three answers there are escape key. You know that escape key is in the left side top corner in the keyboard. That is what we use when we want to exit from the viewing show mode එකෙන් අපිට අයින් වෙන්න ඕනම. So that is the key, but here answer is first one. And again here, which of the following are correct regarding programming languages? Machine language use binary digits based instructions which a computer can understand. Of course, machine languages uses that is true. Machine languages uses binary digits. Actually, machine language and low level language both are similar. Also we can say that as binary language. Okay, binary language or machine language or low level language, the same similar ideas there are. So it runs on 0 and 1 digits. And here B, assembly is a low-level machine depend on programming language which uses a symbolic representation of machine code. Yes, this is what we use here as a translator language, assembler. Then high-level programming languages are machine independent. Yes, not depend on machine. Yes, because you know that high-level programming languages we can use in any computer, using any computer we can work there independently. It does not depend on, because but machine language depend on the machine language. Okay, so here C is also okay. The answer is fourth answer, A, B, and C. Then here we have the second part of that paper, that means 2018 paper. Here you see the same question again. Consider the presentation software slide layout shown as A to D. Then you have to identify these slides layouts and write the names of those layout, just like you have to mention only A, letter A, title slide in title slide, and B here to content, and C blank, and D title only. Here you can go and see that. මේ බලන්න එතකොට මේකේ ඔයාලට පේනවා here when we go, here it is mentioned as blank. මේ පේන්නේ tool tip එකක් එනවා, and here to content, you see that to content, and here title only it mentioned here also, and here section header. Those are what they have mentioned in the paper also. The paper also have the same mention in here. Okay, that is why I mention and not to these areas. Always we get the questions from these areas, right? When we go through several papers, actually I got 3 papers only. මම මෙතන ගත්තේ ඇත්තන papers 3යි. So yes, someone asked me, sir, blank කියන්නේ එකේ type කරපුවම. Oh yes, actually when we use this blank presentation, මේ මොනවද ළමයි අපිට blank එකක් ඕන වෙන්නේ. Actually when we select this blank, we normally we use this blank when we want to insert an image. අපිට image එකක් වාගේ දාගන්න ඕන නම් තමයි අපි blank එකක් use කරන්නේ, right? If we want to write something, definitely then we have to select like this. අපිට මේ title එකක් හරි මේ මොනවා හරි එකක් select කරන්න වෙනවා, or we can copy and paste. When we get this blank slide, and I can copy some word and paste here, then automatically it change into here like this title on your someone, right? Even I work in a blank layout. If I copy something, some letters, then it become the layout just like title layout. එකකට මාරු වෙනවා යා. Okay. Okay, ask me the questions. Oh, sorry. I will minimize it. Okay, then here here are those answers, and which of the following view is the most suitable to arrange the positioning of slides? Yes, actually here are some slides. No, when I want to go, when I using this F5, I will use again F5. Here you see, now I cannot select the slides what I want. මට මේකේ ඉඳගෙන ඕන එක select කරන්න බෑ. Then definitely I have to go to sorter mode, slide sorter mode. So I can go here like this also, and at once I can use the slide sorter mode G. Here that is what there is that function, and at the same time I can use here you see, this is what we call as sorter mode. Then if I use, instead of this slideshow mode, if I use sorter mode, then I can sort the slides what I want. Okay, while I am in this slideshow mode, I can very easily using this G, letter G. Yes. Actually from Windows and window, that means he is asking, someone asking this movie make and so on. Actually we don't get the questions because those areas, that mean multimedia lessons, from the multimedia lessons, though all those 4 softwares are practical softwares. So in a written paper we cannot do practical, so there are only always the toolbars. I think that area will do some teacher in this seminar, so he or she will explain that when we go to that area. Okay, multimedia lesson එක teacher කෙනෙක් හරි sir කෙනෙක් හරි explain කරයි. So be with the seminar always. Seminar එකත් එක්කලා ඉන්න හැමදාම every Wednesday we will get that. In here 2019, which of the following techniques can be used to increase the free space of a hard disk without deleting any existing files? Here actually compression of existing file on the hard disk, copying some files in the hard disk of a flash drive, formatting of the hard disk, partitioning of the hard disk. Actually, when we consider all these functioning, you see here partitioning of the hard disk. අපි hard එක partition, we do this action when we install operating system. Formatting of the hard disk also, if we format the hard disk, everything will remove. Okay, so here it does not go with the question. Copy some files in the hard disk to flash drive, that is also not correct. Here it mentioned as and compression of the existing file onto the hard disk. Okay, so here we can do that compression like this. If someone, I will create very quickly that මම එක පොඩ්ඩක් ටක් ගාලා කරලා පෙන්නන්නම් ඔයාලට. So here I will create a folder. How do you create a folder? මේකත් ඔයාලට තියෙන එකක්. How do you create a folder in desktop? Just I go to new, right click, new and folder. So here is a folder. I created a folder and I will just write it as a test. I will write this as test. Okay, and I will add some movies here. මම මේක ඇතුළට movies කීපයක් දාගන්නවා. Okay, now you see here මේකේ bits ගන්න අපි බලමු what is the capacity of this. Here you see 674 MB. Here contain, in this folder contain 674 MB. Now I am going to compress that. Okay, here I can compress it as here compress to test raw file එකට මේක and email කියලා කියන්නේ. No, I want to add to okay, it will take little time. Here it is compressing. අපි ඒක compress වෙනකල් අපි පොඩක් ගිහිල්ලා බලමු paper එකට. එතකොට අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන් මේක compress වෙලා තියෙන්නේ දැන් අර කලින් එකේ 600 තිබ්බ එක කොච්චරක් අඩු වෙනවද කියලා. This is how normally we compress it. Okay, I use this raw is that software that here use I for that. Okay, so here here's any question there? Okay, right, here again I go to the paper. මම paper එකට එන්නම් ඒක වෙන අතරේ. Then here so here the question answer is compression of existing file is the 13. First one is the answer for that. And the second one, that mean we can compress and get that file if we don't have the sufficient capacity of certain device. That mean, as example, if I have a pen drive and if I does not have enough space, then I can compress and insert it into my pen drive. That is what he asking. Okay, now I am showing you here how it compressing. Now I showed you how it is compressing. Now here that file is compressing, that this test file into here මේ තියෙන. එතකොට මේ compression file එක තමයි මෙතන මේ තියෙන්නේ. When I insert here you see MB 1.87 MB is here. Here you see 674 MB. See them compress වෙච්ච පොඩ්ඩෙන් තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට බලන්න ඔයාලට බොහොම පොඩි ප්‍රමාණයක් තමයි මේකෙන් අඩු වෙවි යනවා. Okay, so here okay, again let's go to the question paper. Then 14th question 14, I have to finish it quickly. While editing a document using a word processing software, you decide to copy selected part of the document to another document. Which of the following key combination will enable you to carry out this task? Of course, that is what I mentioned earlier. We have to do some shortcut keys here to copy and paste. Normally we use this Control C and Control V, you know those all. And here Control N for new presentation if it is PowerPoint, new document if it is Word. That is depend on the software. What is this Control N? And Control V is also paste. And here Control P is for printing purpose in Word and the others. So the answer is the first one. You want to add the blank slide to an electronic presentation that you are editing, which of the following key combination can be used for this purpose? Of course, this is what I mentioned earlier. මේ එතකොට ඔයාලට මතක ඇති මන් දීපු කියපු ඔක්කොම මෙතන තියෙනවා ඒ keys ටික. Here we used to control M. I think you can remember here asking the what you want to blank slide. Yes, slide එකක්. When we want to insert the slide, we use control M. Okay. Yes, what is the answer? Okay, I will explain those areas. And there are some questions asking, and I have no time actually. Which of the following features of electronic presentation software can be used to change the content arrangement of slide from 1 to 2? In all these three papers, you get the same areas. Okay, that means the layout. Okay, so here again, you have the answer as the for the 18th question as the layout. And here, question 19, which of the following is not a common feature of both word processing and the electronic presentation software? The same question again you get. I think you can remember earlier we get this question in, I am not remember, I cannot remember whether it is 2016 or there. Here again anyway in 2019 paper also you get the same question. Which of the following is not a common feature of both word processing and the electronic presentation? So that is again mail merge. මේක මට මතක හැටියට 2018 වල තමයි තිබ්බේ මේ question එක. The same question again. Okay, so there can be the same question in your paper also in this way, so be careful and pay your good attention for that. Then the question number 20, which of the following is suitable in order to improve the quality of an electronic presentation? Which of the following is suitable in order to improve the quality of an electronic presentation? Limiting the number of text lines of a slide to between 6 to 9. Yes. Not having a large number of pictures and graph on a single slide. Using a lot of red color on every slide. So here, limiting the number of text lines on a slide to between 16 to 9, that is okay. Actually, if there are many lines, it is very difficult to read the audience. Not having the large number of pictures and graph on a single slide, yes, it is covered with the pictures, yes. Then using a lot of red color on every slide. But if the red color is needed, we have to do that, right? So here the answer is A and B. Actually, question number 20, yes. Most of the time we don't use this red color very much, but if there is, if need that red color, we have to apply that red color. Okay, so that is why the first 10 A and B එක හරියන්නේ ඒ නිසා තමයි. Okay, then question number 5. Amara wants to create a folder directory structure to store files methodically in his computer. Here you see that how to prepare our folders like this. Okay, Amara, here it shows that the preparation of the folders. Here as the A for studies, C for music, and B for maths, and E for here the photos in this D and photos. Here are 2018 photos and the 2019 photos here. Okay, those are the areas, and here again we have the same question here. Following are some tools icon of a word processing software. Yes, here we have that A4, this is A4 Q, A4Q because underline here, and B4S here, B, and this is how we S, and C4 is italic, and it is P here, and D4 here, D4, this is what we use U. I think those are the questions that we have completed here. So we have no much time now. I think I have to stop this session. And here you can see that how we compress and our folder. Let's go and see the properties of that folder. අපි බලමු මේක properties කොච්චරක්ද කියලා. So here you can see 258, and this is my original one. Let's see that properties. You see here this is 678 MB. I think very easily you can compare. This is before compressing. This is my folder before compressing 674 MB. Now after I compress the same thing, what happened? 258 MB. So very easily I can get it in my pen drive or somewhere else. මං හිතන්නේ ඒක තේරුණා නේද මේ compress කරාට පස්සේ මේ ප්‍රමාණය අඩු වෙච්ච හැටි. So you can very easily find and okay, yes, okay, right. Okay, today that is the time we have. So today, and I have to stop my session. So you can ask any question if there is any problem. This is my telephone number, and you can log into this YouTube channel. So there are all these softwares. I have created some videos, and there. This is my telephone number, so you can ask me when I can. I will help you. And meanwhile, you can use this one also. So these are my telephone numbers. If you have some problem in this area, I can help you as I have the time. So here now I have to thank our zonal director and our friends Janaka and Jagasa, and special thanks should go to Chandana sir in my school, Takshila College. And so I hope that the students please be with the subjects, because the O level will be on March. So I will tell it again. Vibhagatiyai වෙලාවට, so the O level exam will be on time. So be with the all the subject, not only with the ICT, ඔක්කොම subjects එක්ක ළමයි ඉන්න, because you can understand the situation. So I wish you all good night and be safe. And finally, I request you to be with our seminar even in next Wednesday. Okay, tell even the other friends those who did not join today's sessions. Okay, good night all of you.